It really depends on. I mean, there's so many different facets of of entertainment law, obviously, and then music law. You have a further refinement. My practice typically involves around the representation of producers and independent record labels. I do represent a few artists, but that is not where the focus of my practice is. So, to the extent that you focus your practice, as I do, in the production area, then your majority of your work is dealing with production agreements, production deals, to the extent that the producer that you represent either signs as a staff producer with a record label or another production company, or creates their own production company and decides to sign either other producers or potentially other artists to their production company so that they can then develop talent and become an A&R source, if you will, for the record labels and service labels with the talent that they've discovered. In addition to the production agreements, you also have publishing deals as well, co-publishing, administration. Primarily, those are the two types of deals on the publishing side that we see. I don't really negotiate for any of my artists or producers, rather, to enter into exclusive producer deals at this point. I think that's kind of been the trend in the evolution of the practice for at least producers and artists that are songwriters, is to try to do co-publishing deals and not have them assign over full copyright in their songs. So we do co-pub deals, administration deals. Then, to the extent that the publisher becomes kind of a brand unto themselves, then you can enter into sponsorship and endorsement deals a bit around what they do. Other than that, there's it's just kind of the day-to-day stuff that goes on. Songwriter splits, copyrights, AFTRA forms, making sure they get completed. Setting up corporations to the extent that they have business aspirations that they want to pursue. So that's kind of the gamut that we run on the producer side. I've mentioned that there's a little bit of a difference if you represent artists. More artist representatives end up engaging. The majority of their time is focused on getting the record deal. If the artist is also a songwriter, then you also have publishing and things like that. But let's assume that it's one of the hot teen acts that are coming up that doesn't really write any of their songs. The biggest part of the focus initially is to get the artist prepared so that you can move forward with a recording agreement for them, and then use that as momentum for potentially sponsorship deals, ringtone deals, to the extent that the person has that type of opportunity to pursue. Let's see what else. Touring, merchandising, things like that. So those are the kind of deals that come into play. Most clients want to see someone who is motivated and is not going to let opportunities pass them by. So they want someone who's a go-getter, who knows how to create opportunities, knows how to go out and rainmake, if you will. You also want, in my mind, whether you're with a firm or you're on your own, you have to be entrepreneurial in some regard. You have to be out there moving around. You have to get to know. You have to be networking at all times, finding the next great client or the next great client opportunity if you have clients already. You have to be diligent about staying current on what's going on in the industry. You have to obviously be intelligent enough to discern what are issues that are relevant to your client, and what things you need to make sure that your client is aware of. Other than that, I think that really being dedicated and focused on excelling, and being kind of really focusing on success and wanting to succeed and achieve it at the highest level possible. If you have those types of qualities, I think you're you're really geared up to do as best as just about anybody else is in this business. And it's really, from there, it's just a matter of whether opportunities present themselves to you, or that you're able to go out and find them and make things happen.